Trying very hard not to be drowned out by the sound of traffic and tweeting. This is Tell It to Someone. First question is from Cheshire Cat. Were any of your ancestors sentenced to Australia for doing anything interesting, and were any of them sent to Botany Bay? Of course, I don't know this. I was very young at the time, like really, really young. So young I wasn't even born yet. I really don't know. But I do know that one of my great-grandparents jumped ship because, you know, he met a lady. That lady was my great-grandmother, funnily enough. And somewhere along the line I got born like 100 years later or something, after he fell off the exhibition building and did die. Next question is from Scarf. What is your opinion on massive titties? Well, of course, massive titties are. Look, it's not the actual size that matters. It's the shape and which direction they are pointing. You want them pointing sort of upwards in that sort of manner, not downwards or sideways. Next question, of course, is sorry for that imagery. There's worse coming. Next question is from Dish Brown. Do you play Thrones? I hear it's a fun one, as long as you don't point your sister. No, you don't want to point my sister. No, nobody does. Nobody. Next question. If you want to, asks Jonathan Stern, if you want to destroy my sweater, how would you go about it? Well, yeah, you could pull the thread and walk away, but that's a bit too 90s for me, so I'd just burn it, like after you take it off. So don't take off your sweater, Stern. I'm warning you. I'm sternly warning you not to take off your sweater because, you know, acrylics and stuff. No. Because then I can burn it. Next question is from Yusef. No, not Yusef. Rod Bow. I was bitten by a warehouse the other day. Will I turn into a house during the full moon? No, you won't turn into a house. You will turn into a different warehouse and lots of boxes. There will be lots of boxes there, and they will be sorted and filed and stacked and distributed, and that will be the rest of your life. And you will employ a lot of people at $15 an hour, and that's an improvement on the minimum wage in the US, but still not enough to live in that particular town. So good luck with being a warehouse. Don't bite me. Don't bite me. I mean, it's profitable. It's profitable to be a warehouse, but, you know, because you're not actually making anything, you're just storing and distributing said things. So that's a bonus. That's a bonus. That's a bonus. The Ginger Head Man asks, what do you like about Clint Howard, Ron Howard's little brother? Well, of course, he's been like in everything, not just the stuff that Ron Howard does, because it's not just nepotism. He actually does a good job at pretending to be things he isn't. Like on Star Trek, he was two separate things that he wasn't. He was this alien in the original series, and this other alien in Deep Space Nine. It was a Ferengi in that. I don't know what the other one was, a blue thing too or something. Anyway, so he was, you know, he's been in a lot of stuff like Green Mile and stuff, I think. Yeah, you've seen him. I can't explain how he saved like the Apollo thing, but he saved one of those too. It's a lot of stuff that he did on film. And I mean his daughter also like saved a bunch of people from dinosaurs with only she did it backwards and in high heels with only a signal flare and a T-Rex. So that was pretty impressive too, but like the most impressive thing, of course, is that he kind of broke the MTV Lifetime Achievement Award. They tried to give it to him as a joke, and then everybody thought it was great that he won it, and they were really proud of him, and they erupted in applause and tears and stuff, and it was really quite moving and touching, and yeah, so it was really moving, really touching, and I thought they better not do that again, because they can't do a more perfect Lifetime Achievement Award than that, and that was pretty impressive. Also, his brother was best friends with Fonzie. Also that. Next question is from Fritz. Is God's spirit bubble in the sky wrong? Yes, well, of course it is, mate. I mean, my legs feel like one of them's longer than the other, but it's not. And there's cars in the background, so that also does things to the audio of this thing. So I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I'm less coherent in answering this than Donald Trump is in then anything. Well, not anything. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that Trump says that's less coherent than this, but, you know, I'm not running a country, so I'm allowed. Next question, neither is he, but, you know, he likes to pretend. I don't know. I don't think it is actually being run at all. I hope it isn't. Next question is from Bob in. Will you apply to work at Trump Tower Aussie after he drains the swamp and builds down under, or what? My weekend is too short. Well, of course, you know, the Trump Tower Australian version, they did try to build it, and then they wouldn't give him a casino license because he knew too many crime people. Okay, he knew too many organised crime people, and they didn't want to give him a casino in Australia for some reason because of that. So, it's unlikely that he's going to build one here. But if he does, no, I won't do it because he doesn't pay people, and I try to do work for money, except with this, because Google took my YouTube partnership away from me because I wasn't getting enough views, and I stopped earning money from this. And I don't know what I'm doing this now. I do it for the attention. Next question is, no, that might have been the last question for today. I don't know. Oh yes, if you took some rocks to the moon, asks the great fish, would they become moon rocks, or are they just visiting? Ooh. That's actually good, because, well, it depends. Okay, let's see. A moon rock is one that's from the moon, so they would have to originate from there. But according to the theories on the origin of the planet Earth, the moon was actually part of the Earth when another piece of another planetoid type object smashed into the Earth and blew out part of the Earth's core and made that one orbit the Earth and stuff. So technically, Earth rocks are moon rocks and moon rocks are Earth rocks, but it's not Earth rocks, it's moon rocks, and I don't know. I think. I mean, yeah. What if you took a moon rock to the Earth? No, an Earth rock to the moon. Because a moon rock is still... I think I got broken. I should have stopped in the Bryce Dallas Howard thing. That would have made... It wouldn't have made sense, but it would have been better. My timing is bad, and I'm being drowned out by cars. I think that is happening anyway, but I can't do it anywhere else because, well, it's getting dark, and well, that's the dovetail question, of course. I'm pointing it to it now. Apart from that, you can write questions or do a video question somehow, and put the link to it in the thing. I'm dangerously talented and I don't have a cool sign-off.